Hello and welcome to the 2012 League of Women Voters Election Forum. I'm the moderator, Murray Farber, newspaper and TV news editor. We're pleased that the candidates have joined us today so that you can learn more about where they stand on the issues and know how to vote on Tuesday, November 6th. The League of Women Voters does not support nor oppose any candidate or political party. So, before I introduce the candidates, I'd like to explain our format. We'll give each candidate a minute to tell you about themselves in an opening statement, and then we'll get to the questions for a minute each, with 30-second rebuttals where appropriate. The order in which they appear has been determined earlier, and they were not given any peeks at the questions in advance. At the closing, they will be offered a chance to give you a 1-minute statement. So here we go. The candidates with us today are Eric Payne and Paulina Miranda. There are really two other candidates involved who've chosen not to be here with us today, Phil Mahar and Brian Murillo. The office they're competing for to be trustees for the State Center Community College District Board, and that's concerned with the supervision of Fresno City College, Reedley, and Willow International, as well as the Madeira Center and Oakhurst Center. And their area, they cover an area that includes much of Fresno, Biola, and Kerman. So let's start with Paulina. Why don't you tell us about yourself and why you're the better candidate?
Thank you very much for having me here today. I really appreciate the hard work that the League of Women Voters are doing for us. It's amazing. So thank you to the audience for listening to me today. I really appreciate it. I have the knowledge and experience to be trustee at the State Center Community College District, and I hope you can vote for me. I was studying a lot of years, doing a bachelor in being a pharmacist, chemist, and biologist. I studied at Mexico City at the School of Chemists in the UNAM, which is the bigger Latin American university. Also, I am a professional global manager because I was working with American companies, European companies, and Mexican companies. So I hope you can vote for me.
Thank you. Eric?
Yes, my name is Eric Payne. I too am running for State Center Community College District Trustee Area 2. And I would like to thank the League of Women Voters for this opportunity today and greet my colleague here. And first I'd like to say that I'm running for State Center Community College because I believe in our students. I believe that there needs to be an advocate with a voice that's going to represent the interests of the students and the families that State Center Community College District serves. I hold a degree in biology and a master's degree in microbiology. I'm a graduate from Washington Union High School. I'm local, and I love my community, and I love serving the residents of my community. I've been fortunate to serve on the City of Fresno's General Plan Update Committee as chair, and I've been able to serve as chair of the City of Fresno's District 3 Implementation Committee. And I value those opportunities of service, and I stand under proven leadership. I am an educator. I've taught in the classroom, and I know what it takes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, but let me continue on this issue of what the board is all about. We're in a presidential election year. It's difficult to get voters to focus on the candidates lower down on the ballot. Why should they be interested in this particular board? Eric, why don't we start with you?
It's valuable that it creates a sense of opportunity to educate the residents in this community and in this region. State Center holds itself as one of the largest post-secondary institutions of higher education in the Central Valley, with serving over 40,000 students. And it's imperative that we realize that we get the right people in the place in these positions that are going to serve the interest of the students. Mr. Willie Smith, who's done his due diligence with decades of service to State Center, has decided not to run for re-election and step down. And we value what he's done. And we need new, innovative thinkers that are going to step in and pick up where he left off.
Paulina?
Yes, thank you. I think basically one of the most important things is that we are right now in a very special situation regarding our economy. And we have to help our students, we have to help our people to have a better education, since we need for the valley jobs who can pay more for our people. So if you have a better education, you will have the opportunity to have better jobs and better salaries, and you will help a lot of our economy, the economy in the region, the economy in the United States, and the economy in the world. Is we are in a global situation right now. So I hope you can come and join us at the Fresno City College, or join us at the Red Lake Community College and the other centers that we have. Thank you.
Let's move on. We hear more and more about the need for skilled workers in local business and the importance of career programs for technical training. Should community colleges focus more on the technical training, or should it be focusing on the classes that allow students to transfer to four-year colleges? Paulina, can you start us?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. That's a very good question. I think that the district, the State Center Community College District, is offering us a very good opportunity to participate in a program, in a college program of 2 years, which will allow our students to go to the university. And it is a very good strategy to go to the city college, since the tuition, it will be cheap. And that is something that most of our population can afford. So you can be transferred to the university that you like it. You will take that decision, being at the Fresno City College District. And then after 2 years, you can be transferred to the university.
Eric?
I believe that it's checks and balance. I think that there's opportunity for both. I think that we can offer the classes that are necessary to allow for our students to transfer to four-year institutions and beyond. I also believe that Fresno faces some very unique challenges. You know, we face some of the highest level of concentrated poverty in the nation. Our dropout crisis is astronomical, and our city leaders are working to address those issues. And State Center has a responsibility as well to create the vocational trade opportunities and educational experiences for these residents, for our community. So I believe that it's double-fold.
I've seen figures that show Fresno City College graduates 29% of its students within 3 years, or else they transfer on to the four-year colleges at that point. And some people feel that this is really a dismal number. What steps would you support at the local level to improve this situation? How can we get more to graduate earlier, to build up that 29%? Eric, want to start us?
Yes, I think that it's imperative that we look at the data, we look at the statistics. We need to have disaggregated data to understand where the achievement gaps lie. And then we need to look at what our opportunities are to address those gaps. State Center, as you said, has a 29% completion rate. I think we can do better. I think that they need to be challenged. I think incrementally we can increase our graduation rates by 13% every year as a common goal.
Pauline?
Yes, I think that this is a very, very good question since we know that we was having a lot of reductions in the budget, and that's something that take to the district to diminish the classes that they was offering. So a lot of the students cannot take the classes that they need to finish their 2 years. So basically what I am offering it is to have more resources to look for more revenues at local, state, and federal level so the students can have more classes and they can finish in 2 years, and then they can be transferred to the university that they are looking for, and they can continue their dreams. So I think that also if the people is working like mechanics, or they are working in the field of computers, they also have the opportunity to go to the State Center Community College and continue their studies there.
Thank you. You touched on this area about courses. Let me follow that up. Students often complain about the difficulty in getting the courses they need. Now, this might be micromanaging by the part of trustees, but is there anything you can do as a trustee to address this problem? Paulina, you want to start us off on this?
Of course, thank you. Yeah, like I was telling you, what is happening is that with all the cuts that we have in the budget, it was being impossible for the district to have all the classes that you need to finish on time your studies. So what I'm offering to you like a candidate is look for more revenues at local, state, and federal level so we can create more jobs, so we can have more teachers, we can have more classes, the classes that the students are needing right now to finish that in 2 years, the classes that they need for being transferred. And that's what I would like to do and focus in that.
Mm-hmm. We've seen a drastic reduction in faculty at within State Center, and we have a responsibility first to our students to ensure that they're getting the resources that they need in the classroom. And I believe that we've seen drastic budget cuts, and we've weathered the storm thus far. And we have the resources saved up, and we need to look at what our needs are as far as classroom needs, as far as resources, to make sure that our students are getting what they need, and essentially that they have a clear path for completion. And it goes back to access for our students. And I think we need to work on addressing those needs, and there something can be done, but we just need the right people in position to get it done.
There's concern, talking about resources, about what happens if Proposition 30 loses. The hope that the community colleges have is that they'll be able to profit from more tax revenues. If 38 wins, if 30 loses, it would seem that there's going to be a loss of money there. So the question is, what can the trustees recommend to the administration to deal with this problem of money? How do you deal with these financial problems? You see cutting classes, you see restricting enrollment, you see raising fees. Eric, start us on this.
Well, I'm naively optimistic that Proposition 30 will pass, because I believe in the success of our students, and I believe this community believes in its success as well. However, in the event, we've made preparation. State Center has done work to secure and save. Since 2008, we've seen an $800 million reduction to our community college system. Our state mandate for a reserve is 5%. State Center's policy recommendation is 6%, and we're currently operating at 28% in our reserve. So I think that we're well prepared in the event that something that Proposition 30 does not pass.
Paulina?
Yeah, so I urge you to vote for Proposition 30 because we need to have to our students, to our people, the education that they deserve. If you vote for Proposition 30, you are assuring that the State Center Community College District will have the resources that they need. And they can be doing planning, and they can be continue working without being worried about the lack of resources. However, if a Proposition 30 doesn't pass, the ones who are in charge right now of the way that they distribute the money are the legislators. So I'm pretty sure that they will find a way to have the resources that the State Center Community College District need for our students. And I will be also there pursuing to have more resources, the resources that our people need. Thank you.
To reach a wider range of students, there's some consideration of helping students who have to combine work and classes. And the college district has talked about developing a distance learning plan. How much interest do you think there is in a distance learning plan, and are funds available to get into new programs? Paulina, can you start us on that?
Oh yeah, that's an excellent idea. You know, the things are changing. We are living in another world right now. And all the students are very good with computers. They are very good with technology. And I think, you know, they can be working, they can be studying at their house or at the library or at the area that they want to do it. You know, we just need them to be studying at the time that they can do it, because we have some students that are working, and so they can be working and they can be studying at the same day, you know, and they don't have to be transporting to the school. So as long as they pass their test, as long as they do their job, I think this is a very, very good opportunity for people who is a little more busy than other ones.
Eric?
Yes, I believe that there are individuals who have the ability, but they're locked out of the opportunity, and the urgency is now. I was fortunate to speak with a single parent mother of 3 children, and she discussed with me that she couldn't afford child care, but she wanted to pursue a higher education. And the way for her to do that was through online education. It worked best for her schedule. She was able to attend to the needs of her children and her family. But she wasn't getting all of the classes that she needed online, so it required her to come onto campus. And so I definitely feel that it's imperative that we make a priority for distance education. It provides access and it provides the opportunity that many families need.
Thank you. Actually, I have a lot more questions, but our time is running out. So let's get into a wrap up with a summary. And Eric, start us off.
The wrap up, well, it's tough times, and I think I'm the individual that can best represent the needs of this community. I understand this community, being born and raised in this community, and transformational times requires transformational leadership. And I believe that it's going to take innovative solutions to old problems. I believe that my experience as an educator gives me a unique lens to look at many of the problems that this district is facing. I value the opportunity to serve and to continue to serve many of the residents in this community, and I value each day as we move forward, as we move closer to Election Day, to do so.
Thank you.
Like you can see, I'm a woman and I'm a Latina. And I want to let you know that the City College, 60% of the population, 60% of the students are Latinos and are women. So I think that I strongly believe that I can represent and be the voice for this community because I'm a Latina and I'm a woman. And we need to have representation at the boards because I know I was studying, I was a professional, global woman working in different industries and the quality assurance area. I was working in the marketing area. And also I was math teacher and physics teacher, analytical developed teacher. I was working in the pharmaceutical area. We need to have better jobs for our people. We need to focus on the science area. And thank you very much for your vote.
Well, in behalf of the League of Women Voters, I want to thank the candidates for sharing their views, and I want to thank Community Media Access Collaborative for providing its facilities. Now it's your turn to be a good citizen and vote on Tuesday, November 6th. If you have any questions about voting procedures, please contact the county clerk's office. They'll be glad to assist. You can phone 559-600-8683 or email clerk-elections@co.fresno.ca.us. So, thank you, and remember to vote. Thank you.